Pakistan, under the leadership of the Honorable Chairman Senate, Sayyid Yusuf Raza Gilani, I extend warmest greetings to the people and governments of Africa. Today, we celebrate not only a rich historical relationship, but a future full of promise, built on cooperation, respect, and strategic engagement. Pakistan and Africa are bound by deep-rooted historical solidarity. In the 20th century, as African nations rose against colonial oppression, Pakistan stood firm in support of the freedom movements across the continent. Our diplomatic and moral assistance was not guided by transactional interest, Mr. Chairman, but by shared values of dignity, justice, and the right to self-determination. During that era, several African popular leaders even traveled on Pakistani travel documents to fight for their independence on the global stage. Continuing the same spirit, we believe and we value Africa's voice on the globe, including at United Nations, the OIC, and the African Union. Pakistan also has a long and proud history of contributing towards peace and stability of the African continent. Since 1960s, Mr. Chairman, Pakistan has remained a leading contributor to the UN peacekeeping and peace-building efforts in Africa. Many Pakistani peacekeepers laid their lives while ensuring the safety and security of our African brothers and sisters as part of the UN peacekeeping operations. Mr. Chairman, Africa is on the rise with robust economic growth. In recognition of the rising significance of Africa, Pakistan launched the Engage Africa policy. This policy is aimed at enhancing Pakistan's diplomatic footprint across the continent and strengthen cooperation in all domains, including political, economic, security, educational, and cultural. Mr. Chairman, under this policy, we have expanded our diplomatic presence in African nations and opened new missions in Rwanda, Ghana, Uganda, Djibouti, and Ivory Coast. This is not just a foreign policy reorientation in Pakistan, but our strategic partnership agenda for the 21st century, signaling our determination to build stronger, more meaningful ties with our African brothers and sisters. Mr. Chairman, today in the Senate of Islamic Republic of Pakistan, a landmark resolution is being adopted, reaffirming our strong conviction that Africa is the continent of the future. The resolution will recall upon the government of Islamic Republic of Pakistan to reinvigorate our engagement with African nations across all domains. It further would recommend the 25th of May as Pakistan-Africa Friendship Day to be commemorated annually. Mr. Chairman, I would also like to highlight that the parliamentary friendship groups have played a pivotal role in strengthening Pakistan-Africa relations. Established on a reciprocal basis in the parliaments, these groups serve as a vital instrument of parliamentary diplomacy across the African continent and Pakistan. Excellent, Mr. Chairman, as the continent of the future, Africa is the world's youngest continent, home to over 1.6 billion people, a rapidly urbanizing population, and growing consumer market. Its collective GDP, which stands around 2.8 trillion as of now, is expected to surpass 3 trillion in the very near future, driven by digital innovation, resource wealth, and a growing middle class. Mr. Chairman, Pakistan's total trade with African countries remains much below its real potential, averaging just around $5 billion annually. With strategic focus and facilitation, this figure can and must be significantly increased towards a very high number. Pakistan offers to export high-quality textiles and garments, pharmaceuticals, surgical instruments, and sports goods. Pakistan's growing expertise in IT services, fintech solutions, and digital training programs also aligns well with African digital transformation agenda. Mr. Chairman, at the same time, Pakistan can benefit from increased imports of African products such as cotton, pulses, minerals, oil, and coffee. In the same spirit, Pakistan has held African Trade Development Conference and single country exhibitions in parts of the continent for business-to-business networking. Mr. Chairman, we must also promote investment opportunities through robust public-private partnerships in key sectors such as agriculture, infrastructure, mining, fintech, and healthcare. Over the years, Pakistan has regularly trained diplomats from African-friendly countries at the Foreign Service Academy in Islamabad and also offered thousands of scholarships under the Pakistan Technical Assistance Program. Mr. Chairman, Pakistan also looks forward to continue working closely with the African states and the African Union in support of African solutions to African challenges. Mr. Chairman, in close collaboration with our African partners, we wish to further enhance our role as a leading troops contributing country, TCC, in Africa, as well as to strengthen and adopt the UN peacekeeping operations to respond effectively to new and emerging challenges. We will continue to explore all avenues for bilateral and multilateral cooperation and capacity building in this regard. Mr. Chairman, I would like to especially acknowledge the efforts of the ambassadors and high commissioners of African countries sitting in the galleries now, who work diligently to deepen mutual understanding and explore new areas of cooperation between the African continent and Pakistan. My sincere appreciation also goes to the officers and staff of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Pakistan working in Islamabad and missions abroad. Mr. Chairman, as leader of the House and the Senate, let me conclude by saying with confidence that Pakistan-Africa friendship is not merely a hopeful aspiration. It is a strategic opportunity waiting to be fully realized. With the robust institutional support, we can transform this opportunity into a lasting progress for our peoples in the regions and in Pakistan. I wish all the excellencies sitting in the galleries all the best, and thank you for joining us, and thank you, Mr. Chairman, for giving me an opportunity to say a few words. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I will give the floor to the parliamentary leader of PTI.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Bismillah Rahman Rahim. It is an honor to welcome this distinguished gathering of African nations. These are nations whose resilience, spirit, and potential continue to inspire the world. I know you are Pakistan's friends, and I know that you believe in that African proverb that if you go alone, you will go fast, but if you go together, you will go far. Unfortunately, Mr. Chairman, today we gather with a heavy heart. We are mourning the innocent lives lost in the horrific attack in Balochistan. Any act of terrorism strikes at the very core of humanity. Targeting children, symbols of hope and future, is an unspeakable atrocity that cannot be justified. We stand united in grief with the families. My heart, Mr. Chairman, is heavy, but my resolve strong. It is unshakable. What happened in Balochistan is pure evil. But Pakistan, I tell you, my friends, Pakistan will not bow. Not now, not ever. I say, and I call my government also to say, and I call the world and my African friends to also say, enough is enough. Terrorism, and for terrorists, there can be no mercy. Mr. Chairman, Africa is not just a continent of immense wealth. It is a continent of history, culture, youth, values.
Please order in the House.
It is a continent of history, culture, youth, values, innovation, and vision. And we share, Pakistanis and the African nations share common principles, Mr. Chairman. We have the courage to face adversity. We have the ability to write our own future with sovereignty, dignity, and unity. Pakistan saw a recent terrorist attack by a neighbor, India. We saw a terrorist attack in the shadows of night. They came and they killed our innocent children. We, in self-defense, as a brave nation, gave them a befitting reply. We counterattacked. But as a responsible nation, I want to tell my friends, our counterattack was measured and proportionate. We did not target civilians. We are a compassionate nation that does not believe in war. We targeted their military operations. And we proved to the world that we are superior militarily, diplomatically, and morally. When, with the sheer force of our counterattack, India sought a ceasefire, we as a peace-loving country accepted it. We accepted it with open arms. But what has happened yesterday will not be tolerated. I, in a speech in the Senate, warned everybody that Modi is a wounded rat and he will try and counterattack through terrorist activities in the country. We have to be careful, we have to be prepared. We have seen this, and I want to tell my brothers representing the African nations, I want to tell them also, Mr. Chairman, that India is committing a horrible wrong by trying to cancel an Indus water treaty that we have with them. They are trying to starve us. They are trying to make sure that we don't get water by diverting our rivers. We will not tolerate them, and we need your support in that as well. Mr. Chairman, it was rightly pointed out by you just before in our meeting to the representatives that one of the major issues that we have to solve is the issue of Kashmir, according to law, according to the United Nations resolutions. Our African representatives understand that. I would suggest that we should have a separate meeting with them, since they're all here later, to discuss the Indus Water Treaty issue and also the issue of Kashmir. It is a great opportunity today to do that. Mr. Chairman, we stand, of course, with our neighbors, with our Africa is actually a continental neighbor of Asia. We stand with them shoulder to shoulder in their journey of prosperity. We, as partners, our journey is shared in cooperation. It is rooted in cooperation and strengthened by solidarity and driven by a collective commitment to build a future based on dignity, justice, and mutual respect. Today, we honor the enduring friendship between Pakistan and the nations of Africa, a friendship that has grown stronger with every passing year, one shaped by our shared vision for peace, prosperity, and progress. And may I remind you, Mr. Chairman, that this partnership is not built on lofty words only. It is grounded in our shared history, in our common values, and in a firm commitment to face our challenges together. Ladies and gentlemen, and I'd like the honorable senators to just note, it was with this spirit that in 2019, the Engage Africa policy was launched by Pakistan. It was during my government that we launched this policy, which marked a significant shift in our diplomatic priorities. It was aimed at strengthening Pakistan's relationship with Africa through broader political, economic, and cultural cooperation. As part of that initiative, as already pointed out by the Honorable Leader of the House, Pakistan opened new diplomatic missions across the continent, expanding our presence and deepening our engagement. But this was not just a strategic decision. It was a clear reflection of Pakistan's commitment to building a stronger, more connected partnership with Africa. And this partnership is not limited to governments alone. It is above all about people, the individuals who make up our societies, the human connections that bind us. Through these initiatives like the Pakistan Technical Assistance Program and our Foreign Service Academy, we have laid the foundation for lasting relationships with mutual growth. To date, over 700 diplomats from 52 African countries have trained in Pakistan. Each one is a living testament to the strength of our cooperation and the depth of our friendship. I propose a new initiative today. Today is an important day, so I am trying to propose a new initiative, and I know the Honorable Chairman actually is fond of new initiatives as well and undertakes them. I propose a Pakistan-Africa Cultural Festival, an annual celebration of our shared cultural heritage, a platform to showcase the richness of our music, our art, and our storytelling between the two nations. The bond between Africa and Pakistan is not just diplomatic. It is not only economical, it is cultural. And by celebrating our histories, our achievements, and our dreams together, we strengthen those bonds, build relationships that go beyond politics and trade. Nelson Mandela, like Imran Khan, is my ideal leader. As Nelson Mandela so wisely said, it is in your hands to create a better world for all those who live in it. That call still echoes today. It challenges each one of us to come together, to build a future that is brighter, more inclusive, and full of opportunity for every citizen, no matter their origin or background. As part of the opposition, representing the opposition here, it is often my role to offer constructive criticism and hold the government to account. But when it comes to friendship between Pakistan and Africa, let me be clear, there is no opposition. There is only unity. There is only unity. Shared ambition and a deep belief in the power of collaboration. Thank you very much.
Honorable Leader of the House, you can move a resolution.
Shukriya, Janab Chairman. With your permission, Mr. Chairman, I move a resolution in the House recalling the long-standing friendly and cordial ties between Pakistan and the countries of Africa, underpinned by shared historical bonds and Pakistan's principled support for African freedom struggles against colonialism, as well as exercise of the right to self-determination. Recognizing the shared values, cultural affinities, and common outlook on global and regional matters that continue to define and strengthen Pakistan-Africa relations. Noting with appreciation Pakistan's proactive engagement with African countries through its Engage Africa policy, aimed at strengthening political, economic and socio-cultural ties, including enhanced trade, investment, and people-to-people linkages. Reiterating their shared commitment to the principles and purposes of the UN Charter, especially the non-use or threat of use of force in international relations, self-determination of peoples, respect for the sovereignty and territorial integrity of states, and non-interference and non-intervention in their internal affairs. Commending Pakistan's historic and invaluable contributions towards peace and stability of the African continent through Pakistan's participation in the United Nations peacekeeping operations. Affirming that South-South cooperation is essential in the current global scenario to promote inclusive development and address common challenges. Acknowledging that Africa is a continent of emerging opportunities and a vital partner in global peace, prosperity, and progress. Commending the efforts of the African ambassadors and high commissioners in Islamabad, as well as the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Pakistan for their contributions towards strengthening bilateral and multilateral ties. This House hereby resolves that the Government of Islamic Republic of Pakistan shall continue to enhance and expand its relations with African countries across all spheres, including political, economic, technological, cultural, and educational domains for mutual benefit. Pakistan shall further enhance its contributions towards peace and stability of the African continent, including by enhancing its role and cooperation with African Union in area of UN peacekeeping, as well as supporting African solutions to African challenges. 25th May henceforth be observed as Pakistan-Africa Friendship Day, commemorating the spirit of partnership, mutual respect, and shared aspirations between Pakistan and the African continent. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I now put the resolution before the House. Those who are in favor of the resolution may say aye. Aye. Those against the resolution may say no. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it. The resolution is passed and adopted unanimously. Copy of the resolution be forwarded to all the African countries through Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The proceedings of the House are suspended and the House will reassemble after break at 2 p.m. Thank you.
नाज़रीन, सेनेट का इजलास कुछ देर के लिए मुलतवी कर दिया गया है और नायब वज़ीर-ए-आज़म इसहाक़ डार की जानिब से रेजोल्यूशन पेश की गई, जिसको एक्सेप्ट कर लिया गया है। इसके मुतालिक आपको ये बताएं कि इसहाक़ डार ने कहा कि पाकिस्तान अफ्रीका को IT खेलों का सामान, आलात जराही बरामद कर सकता है। पाकिस्तान और अफ्रीकी खित्ता मुख्तलिफ शोबों में तिजारती ताल्लुकात को फ़रोग़ दे सकते हैं।
आगे बढ़ते हुए आपको बताएंगे खुशदार धमाके का मुकदमा CTD